is a die-hard Android fan and I love iPhones. Hence, I decided to do something interesting. Hence, I gave her an iPhone 13 mini for an entire week to try out. And Priya, your reaction has been,
Oh my god.
what?
Yeah. I have been using this iPhone 13 mini for a week now, and being an Android user, like, okay, size, because I am a like small phone user, I like compact phones. So size very well. I like it because it can be fitted very easily in any kind of small pockets, bags or whatever. But being an Android user, there are certain issues with the phone too.
Like,
See, for everything, I have to go with a lengthy process. I mean, suppose if I'm deleting a contact, suppose if I'm using an Android phone, I simply need to click on it for a time and it gets deleted. You get that option to delete. But while using an iPhone, you have to select the contact, click on it, then you will be getting several options. Then from there, you have to delete it. So, it's a bit lengthy process.
yeah,
And
I would agree. The process for everything on an iPhone is lengthy.
yeah.
I mean, for example, when I was new to the iPhone, I observed that if you have to change the camera settings, you actually have to go back to the settings app and go into the camera settings, and then therein you find the ability to choose between 4K, 1080p, and whatever the video settings or the photo settings. That is quite ridiculous. And
That is like, even if you want to share your hotspot, you need to go to settings to turn it on. But on Android, you can see that option, very much in the slide bar. From there itself, you can.
But isn't that mostly due to the fact that you have been used to Android for a while? Maybe on
Yeah, but
on the
I would
iOS camp.
prefer simplistic steps. Very few steps to follow. Why to go in depth and follow 4-5 steps, which can be done in just one.
Okay, fair point. I do agree. I mean, even though I love both Android and iPhones, but yeah, living with an iPhone is tough. I mean, there are a couple of steps extras, as she pointed out. And what else, Priya? What else?
Even using social media applications is very different on an iPhone compared to an Android device. Like yeah, it is somewhat similar to increasing steps, you can say, because suppose if you are using WhatsApp, again in iPhone we have some plus icon which you have to click and then go to photos and galleries, and then you need to select photos, while if you are using an Android, it is simply paperclip symbol which you need to click
So
and
that's
directly.
mostly down to the. But I think that goes down to the app designers. I mean, whoever the app developers are, it's how they decide whether WhatsApp should look like this on iPhone or whether it should look like something else on Android. I think that goes down purely because personally, what I have felt is that apps are better designed on iPhones.
Well, I guess maybe, but ultimately usage matters, right?
Yeah, usage matters, and the most important thing is it depends from person to person.
Actually. Yeah.
You may not like it, I may like it, she doesn't like it, as she has made it pretty clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends from person to person. It is completely okay that you may not like the things on iPhone. It is completely okay for your friend to love the iPhone, because as we all know, no two fingers are alike.
Yeah, actually.
So Priya, what else? What else do you have to say about the iPhone?
Well, see.
What
now,
about iOS in general?
iOS, like, it is good. I mean, every time you get to understand with that, if you're on call, that green, that timer indication turns green to let you know you are still on the call.
So, are you excited about the customization features? Like with iOS 16, the biggest feature was the lock screen customization option. And you have to say, because right now I am on an Android device, and on an Android device, I think this has been, like the customization on the lock screen is pretty limited. Yes, you can change the entire look of the home screen, but the lock screen customization, it is limited on Android, especially on a Google Pixel or on a Samsung device. What about your experience?
See, I loved the Face ID here. Because it becomes very easy to unlock the iPhone just by keeping it in front of you, and the phone just simply gets unlocked. So I haven't, personalized it much, but yeah, easy and simple unlock is the thing which I liked it here, because you don't.
You like how the notifications are served in the new stack manner.
Yeah, I mean, privacy, I would say, because see, the phone is logged, and here everywhere it is notifications, notifications, notifications. You cannot read the messages, or anyone else here cannot see what the message is actually. You have to unlock it and then see what the message actually is. So yeah.
Funny thing is, this feature is also present on Android.
Yeah,
Just you have to dig in deep. The iPhone
Yeah.
does it by default, and I think that shows how Apple is how concerned is Apple about privacy.
Yeah.
And what else, Priya? Is there anything you like about the iPhone?
Battery backup, obviously, because
Okay.
this is a small phone,
Hmm.
and I use my phone thoroughly, really thoroughly. I mean, continuously I'm on my phone calls, attending videos, and meetings and all those shit. But with this phone comes with around 2500 megahertz of battery.
Milliamp.
But yeah, but still it can run around a day without you getting it charged again and again. So yeah, battery, then I'll like to say that Apple has given 12 megapixels of camera, but still the quality, the image
Yeah.
quality is very nice, because on Android phones, even the phones which are less priced come with more megapixels of cameras.
Yeah,
like
obviously.
50,
I think
60.
it's about it's about how the sensor behaves. Even I have seen, like last year I was using that iPhone 13 Pro Max. That also had a 12 megapixel camera, but it
Yeah.
was hands down beating a Galaxy S22, which had a 50 megapixel camera. We had a long debate on this.
Okay.
But for some reason, the sensor on the iPhone is better optimized, and I think it brings out more details. I personally am not a fan of the way it handles colors.
Actually, agree.
A
Yeah.
Google or a Samsung a flagship does it better.
Yeah.
I think Apple needs to fine tune it better. Maybe Apple tries to enhance it.
Yeah, specifically, I am a person who loves being clicked and captured, So I like bright, enhanced pictures, thoda sa. So, for me, Apple no doubt clicks, real pictures, the way you are looking. But for me, putting thoda sa brightness and, that things works for me, because I like it. So yeah, there is a negative point for Apple.
Okay, that's quite some negativity. But anyway, so Priya,
Yeah.
judgment time. Would you pick up the iPhone or would you choose your Android phone?
See, actually, it has been me using this phone only a week,
Yeah.
around 7 days. But I have been using Android since whatever time I have
Years.
started using a phone. Yeah. So for me, obviously, I have Android preference.
You're more comfortable with
yeah,
Android.
So obviously, this one. Thanks.
Damn it, I couldn't convert her. But anyway, that is how things work. You may either like an iPhone or you may love an Android phone. Both of these are extremely good platforms. Both of these are extremely good for operating systems. And yeah, I think Priya does not like the iPhone 13 mini. Maybe the next iPhone 15 might impress her. Come on, Apple, do something to impress her. That's it. This is Amritangshu.
This is Priya.
And thanks for watching. We hope you had a nice time.